These are the pictures the Sri Lankan government wants us to show you. Thousands of Tamils marching against the Tiger rebels. And this is Jaffna in the north, an area which has been cut off to outsiders for about a year, almost exclusively Tamil, where the rebels have a huge support base and where they're still believed to be terrorist sleeper cells. The military took a group of selected journalists up north, part of the way by armoured truck for fear of rebel landmines. They wanted to show us how the mood is changing.
These are the people who want peace, who are sick of terrorism. They want a new life, and the government says they want it rid of the LTTE, the Tamil Tiger rebels.
The people we spoke to admitted there are still some hardcore supporters, but they want to see an end to the LTTE rebels.
Now we don't like the fighting. We don't like the war. The war is the one of the foolish idea. Why we want to support that idea?
We need the LTT to get out totally from Sri Lanka, or let them come to peace talks with open heart.
But the fighting goes on. These pictures on a rebel website appear to show civilians coming under attack. There's no way of knowing which side's firing. There are still strict military controls over where journalists go. But these images will alarm humanitarian groups worried about tens of thousands of civilians trapped between the two fighting forces. That concern increased after the Sri Lankan Defence Secretary was quoted in a national newspaper threatening to expel aid agencies and foreign journalists perceived as biased towards the rebels. The government views footage like this as a rebel propaganda tool which should be ignored. The government's determined to crush the rebels, and they have superior firepower. This satellite image shows a Tiger truck being hastily hidden under trees, but it's already been spotted and it's dealt with. The military successes have brought confidence, but many of the Tamil minority feel persecuted and scared.
In the future, we'll face a difficult time. That the culture of impunity must come to an end. The government has a duty to put an end to this.
But right now the government wants to win the war, including the propaganda battle. So these Tamil protesters were bussed in especially for the visiting journalists. But not too far away from here, there's a war where cameras aren't welcome and where their Tamil brethren are caught in the middle of it. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Jaffna.